Why do you like the song you like? Well, I've given this a lot of thought over the years. I played bass professionally in bands for weddings, corporate and university dances, and in jazz clubs. I did that for about 40 years. So I've come to understand music that appeals to a broad range of musical tastes. In my first blog posting, Why Do You Like the Song You Like, Part 1, I indicated that the two big reasons for a song's popularity are lyrics and the musical hook. But songs without lyrics or a musical hook become popular. Most people have experienced a lounge pianist that's entertained them for an entire evening without singing a lyric. What's going on there? Well, these songs that you like have a strong melody and interesting chords to support them. These songs dominate the adult, contemporary, and easy listening radio stations, which emphasize melody and chords only. And oh, by the way, these formats lead all others in advertising revenues, so it's not rock, not pop, not country and western. So lots of people listen to these songs. In this video, we'll look at the characteristics of a good melody that these stations play, and as a result survive the test of time. Then in my next video, we'll look at how interesting chords contribute. With any luck, you'll have more insight into your own musical taste beyond lyrics and the musical hook. That song, McCartney's Yesterday, is arguably the most popular song ever recorded. Thousands of artists have recorded a version of it, and now I've become one of them. Although its lyrics have a lot of connection to the audience, it's the melody that's going to make it survive the test of time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time differentiating between a song with or without a good melody, but the acid test is, if you hum it in the shower, it's probably good melody. If a lounge pianist plays it, it's probably got a good melody. If you hear it on an adult, contemporary, or an easy listening radio station, it's probably a good melody. If you hear a talented artist, vocal or otherwise, perform music with a great melody, you may be one of the fortunate that experience chills, goosebumps, or maybe tear up. The phenomenon is called frisson. It's French for aesthetic chills. It happens for about 50% of the general population and 90% of trained musicians while listening to music. So far, there's no real science explaining what causes the response. For the fun of it, I'll play a video clip that will likely trigger the response if you're one of the fortunate people who can experience frisson. This is an unassuming 47-year-old Susan Boyle who auditioned for Britain's Got Talent back in 2009. Her audition got 100 million YouTube views on the first 9 days after posting. That's 100 million views.
Okay, what's the dream?
I'm trying to be a professional singer.
And why hasn't it worked out so far, Susan?
I've never been given the chance before, but here's hoping it'll change. I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
I dreamed of love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiven.
Research does show that great music stimulates the brain to release dopamine. That's a chemical related to the pleasure system of the brain. Music, it seems, affects our brains the same way as sex, gambling, and potato chips. It's important to note people experience frisson from any genre, whether it's Mozart, Adele, or otherwise. It's structure that counts, not style. Since frisson is fairly predictable with music that has stood the test of time, it's no surprise that contestants choose these songs to boost their votes on TV reality shows like The Voice and American Idol. This is Alice Friedman's audition on Britain's Got Talent. I'll play a portion of her performance and also a portion showing the judges and audiences going wild. Surely they're experiencing their own form of frisson. I'll comment on it after you've seen the clip.
Do you have a day job?
I'm a beauty therapist.
Have you brought anyone with you today?
No.
No? So your family don't know that you're here?
No, I didn't tell anyone because I just thought I'd rather just go it alone, and then if I'm not successful, I don't have to admit that to anyone. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile in my heart.
That song was My Funny Valentine, one of those songs that survived the test of time. It was published in 1937. Of course, that performance got her through to the next stage of the competition. But wait a minute, her voice was totally out of tune for that entire edition. A vocal limitation that eventually got her tossed out of the competition at the semi-final stage. Also, she auditioned for another reality show called The Voice that selects solely on vocal skills alone, and she didn't make it past the first round. I'm not trying to pick on her, but what was so special about that performance on Britain's Got Talent that got her the standing ovation? Well, she chose a song, My Funny Valentine, which has a melody that usually triggers free zone if performed half decently, and she performed that half decently. Her best quality, her sultry, smoky, sensuous delivery, diverted attention from the fact that she sang the song out of tune. So a melody that triggers free zone is one of those characteristics of a song that people will like enough to make it survive the test of time. My Funny Valentine has an exceptional melody. It's one of my very favorites. One of the reasons I got involved in vlogging at all was to have an opportunity to play some of my piano arrangements. I'm going to play just a portion of this favorite of mine now. Alert, I don't expect you to tear up or get goosebumps over this performance. Although I played bass professionally for some 40 years, I'm playing piano with limited technical skills. This is the skill I had when I quit piano lessons going into high school at the age of 12. So I hope I can illustrate again the point that if you like this just a little bit, you enjoyed it because the melody is so strong that it survived the test of time. Let's wrap up this video. Why do you like the song you like when it doesn't have lyrics and a musical hook? Well, you like it because it has a good melody. What are the characteristics of the song with a good melody that will likely survive the test of time? Well, you'll likely hum it in the shower. And it also gets played a lot on radio stations formatted to appeal to the most number of people. That's adult contemporary and easy listening. Some of these melodies are so good that they'll cause people to experience free zone. That is, they get goosebumps, they tear up, or they get chills when they hear the song. But a strong melody is only half the story when it comes to liking songs without lyrics and the musical hook. The other half is interesting chords. What do chords have to do with anything? Well, stay tuned for my next video. Why do you like the song you like? Part 3, Chords.